Well, hello, and welcome back to. Fucking hell. OBS is not cooperating. Small dark room. Fantastic. Nothing esoteric in these books for a change. They're just technical manuals. Few scribbled notes. 12th of November, 1940. My labyrinth is complete. I feel a curious mixture of excitement and peace of mind. When I'm inside, I feel a profound quietude. There I feel safe. Each part of this labyrinth is connected to a memory, firmly established in the real world. Today's world that is still protected. Here is my work, Gabriel Hodgkin's whole life, right in front of you. With this task complete, I still can't help myself wondering what would become of me should the object be a compass, a book, a pen? What about a living being? Despite my thirst for knowledge, I know that time is of the essence, something I don't find frustrating at all. My new existence will start very soon, and I couldn't be happier. I feel sorry for Alexander, who remains anxious about the whole idea, but I understand his fears, even if I deem them childish and mystified. What will Robert and Edward think when they learn about this project? This anxiety, however, is only temporary. Nothing can overcome this state of abandon, this blessed state of the soul, and the sweet clarity that comes with it. So it is, and so it has been written. Soon I will join Father in his garden, in an era where only the immediate present matters, a present that is thin but infinite. This is what Alexander went through as well. They're basically putting their soul into an object. The roar of the machines and the explosions tear through our skies more every day. Every night I can hear bombers over the roofs. May the war spare Blackwood and Oakmarsh. Coventry wasn't so lucky. Time is short, and I fear we might not have time to finish the preparations. Oh, maybe he didn't finish. Hey, cat. Still looking for the highest hiding place you can find? Oh, it's just sitting there. Black, no. Black, no, I won't go any higher. What? Black, no, black. I can't go any further. I can't control myself. I'm too scared. The Seth is here somewhere. I can feel it. Seth, please show yourself. Guide me. Maybe we gotta possess a book or something. This Gabriel. Do you want this blanket, Seth? Let me find a way to bring it to you here. I don't know how. I can't possess anything here. Let's see if I can pass something down here. There's nothing to do with this. I'm not sure why. Have I been here before? Oh no. It's a father's lessons preparations. Did Annie use them for her son's education? These wall lamps have very peculiar shape and seem rather out of place. I'm right here. No, I haven't been here. There, Annie's seat. Mrs. Ward would never have forgiven these ink stains. See, it used to be mine. Drafts, copies. Looks like they took the children's education very seriously. Well, it seems like they had proper homeschooling, I guess. Having a raindrop as a decoration is a bit debatable choice. In my humble opinion, I like the raven better. Someone stopped the studying of these books. This research looks recent. They're all about occultism, prophecies, and symbols. Oh, and magic? Yes. Magic. I remember that there used to be more newspapers kept in this trunk. Hey, Dave. Archives and history books. The Blackwood history scattered across the storeroom. These walls clearly don't want anything to go through them. Is there a way to get through? I mean, going back to bed, don't you have to go back to school? Time to wake up, it's school time. I can possess the bag. What can I do with the bag? Good night. Shit, it's meant to be good morning. I can't go there because it's... But what happens if I go outside? Oh, wait, there. Can I drop this on the cat? Oh, yes, but... How do I get it? How do I... How do I... How do I just... I've been there, I think. Let's go again and see. No, I haven't been up there. And I can't go up there. Damn Paimon taking up all this spot. Or maybe over here might be a way to go. There we go. This wardrobe is not really my style. It's a little notebook. A torn notebook. An empty notebook, a torn page, and an object that calls to me. What messages? Whose message I must decipher? Some of the pages have been torn away. Perhaps they're still around here somewhere. Seems like it. Strange place for an office. 4 wooden spheres, ornated the front of this box. A word is written on each, an original ornament for such a box. This bronze statue is superb. Is it an eagle or falcon? Details count. Look at these birds. Dots. Avon. Dito. Alpha. I could probably go for John. Oh. What? It's underneath. Sealed room next to the kitchen. I was unaware of it. I'd like to take a look. The trail led me to a map showing a hidden room next to the kitchen. Maybe sealed. A dull wall can stop me now. When did it ever? It's impossible to guess what it is. It's a hole. Looks like a piece of makeshift furniture made out of wine crates. The old front door. I wonder where the other panel is. Gigantic raven. Demonic sigils and now a bright orb that can levitate? Like you. I possess the orb. I feel strangely drawn to this shape. Maybe I can learn something from it. Abigail's now to see traces of details about the history of the most recent owner of the item. Possess an item and explore with it for a moment to see if something else is highlighted. Last actions of living might help you in your quest. I like a hint. Where the hell am I? Oh, here I am. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. Eldritch Forest. Lester Blackwood, 1812 to 1896. Martha Blackwood, 1813 to 1890. My grandparents. I never knew grandmother and don't have many memories of grandfather. Elizabeth Blackwood, 1745 to 1802. Neither gold nor marble shall my tomb adorn. Only in simple wood will my prayers be borne, resounding ever on my arrogant shrine of bone, across the dead roots venerated by worms alone. Cover not my tomb with stone, dear friend. Leave this fading corpse to its natural end. Oh, bars. William Blackwood, 1778 to 1832. My great-grandfather, I suppose. Mother forbade us to go into Eldritch Forest. That never really stopped us, though. These ruins were the starting point of our adventures in the forest. If I remember correctly, I helped Annie to hide a box around here. These ruins were... Ah, here it is. We used to hide the treasures we found on our adventures. Gotta find the house. Guess there's something at each location where they hid stuff. Ah, that's just great. I'm not too sure of my memories, and I never explored the forest at night before. I should get more information first if I don't want to get lost. Don't want to get lost? Didn't you hide a bunch of shit here? Oh, well, whatever. The woods are vast. Though I was never allowed to wander there, Annie and I still often tried to explore them. I think I remember a map hidden somewhere, but where? Memories are coming back to me. Annie and I, exploring the forest, writing down all recognizable places and objects. But in what order did we observe all these details? A great order. It's a new entry. There's no new entries here. Oh. I earned some kind of power. I can feel things emanating from some objects. It's hard to explain. It's as if I could see traces of what happened around the object. It could certainly prove useful. This is the screwdriver. Communicates with the upper floors. So 2 is here, 3 is over here. Sure, with a cylinder inside of it. It's like a safe lock. Did anything mention a safe lock? Soulbound. In and out of a picture. An autonomous and unalterable universe. It's expecting a guide on developing photos. I already read that before. What could be the number? The first step to knowledge. Where studies find the light, where statues find refuge. The library. If I remember correctly, the library is so faint. I think it's right here. Is this the library? Might not be. Library. Is it below? Oh, maybe it's here. No, we're back here. Oh. I didn't know you could teleport. You can teleport here, you can teleport here. Teleport here, you can teleport here. Nice. No, I just gotta find out where the fucking library is. I can't remember. Is it here? Here? No. Oh, there's this. 4 digits. I'm not entirely sure what to do now. For progression's sake, I'll look it up. Screwdriver. Interesting. What's the screwdriver again? Great. It shouldn't be over here. I think it was to the right somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Alright, screwdriver, here I come. I'm not sure why I needed a screwdriver for it, but whatever. Oh, I can screw this. I see. I missed your purring so much. I just wish I could stay here forever and listen to it. But it also gives me the courage I needed, and I must press on. Useless. I'm cold. Stop being such a bitch. Never. It's forbidden. Never, you hear me? Dirty. Very dirty. Kitty, what do you want? Tell me, don't be shy. Reed, here now? Alone? No, not alone. Blackwood. Blackwood. A manor and a family, always together, always united. Many claim to be attached to the land, but how many clans can truly say their land literally flows through their veins? To be part of its walls, to watch until death over the cradle that gave us birth. This project is a sweet and bitter madness that only Mother could create. Without her vision, her curiosity, her acute analysis, I would never have been part of such an adventure. But my faith in her is unconditional, and working with her fills me with pride. Despite the haunting fear that overcomes me sometimes, when I gaze at the abyss that we opened together, and through which we're about to jump with delight. Did we do what was best? Best for everyone? I'm sure of it, even though I became more anxious with every breath I take, even if my human weaknesses are sometimes more prevalent than my courage, my loyalty, and my gratitude are unfailing. Blackwood will collapse. Blackwood is already a tomb, but Blackwood shall live on. I feel it necessary to write these words, even if I'll be the only one to read them. The world is thundering, burning and collapsing around us, and doesn't deserve to know our story, our ambition, or our efforts. If civilization still persists after this, it will be weak and sad, like the remnants of a bad wine at the bottom of a dull glass. Now time neither flies nor is it short. Mother, throughout your entire work, you always demonstrated dignity and righteousness. Words fail to express my gratitude and your nobility. Father, you were the shadow through which we freed the light. May you be proud of us. Edward, Robert, joyful prodigies, forgive us for having fooled you in order to save you. Wait for us. Alexander, my dear brother, I admired and cursed your resistance and your determination in this struggle, the outcome of which was already decided. My last thought is for you, Abigail, my aunt. Out of a pleasant memory, Mother drew her strength, her will, and her courage. I wished I could know you, here or anywhere else. So this is Gabrielle being crazy? Alright. Ugliness. Fear. I'm so cold. Peeping Tom? Stairway to the moon? Kitty, what do you want? Just tell me. Stairway to the moon? The moon. The moon. The moon. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going the other way. I'm going to Oak Marsh. The leaves on that tree are still in winter, but I don't feel cold. Oak Marsh. Oak Marsh. We never did go there very often. I always preferred less crowded places. So there's a fucking ghost. An abandoned suitcase. Here in the village? But they're all dead. The glow of this streetlight doesn't comfort me one bit. There's an unsettling atmosphere here. Like everything's abandoned. It's late, but that doesn't explain the silence. There isn't a soul around. Didn't you read the books? There's no one here. A Ouija board? I wonder if I could use it to have a silence with myself. A piece of wood apart. Oh, God almighty, it's moving by itself. This is ridiculous. I should at least feel another presence. What does it want to tell me? Well, good evening. Can I ask you a few questions? Yes. Do you know what I am? Suppose that wasn't a good question. Alright, where did the inhabitants of Oakmarsh flee to? Not the most talkative spirit. Maybe it's linked to the house? Locked chest on the lower floor. How do I open it? Ad Astra. To the stars? I was hoping for a more straightforward answer. Any other hints? Anything? Alright then, Ad Astra. A new puzzle to solve. Goodbye. 8. Yes. The people who lived here didn't really care about their belongings. Some old empty trunks that no one bothered to take with them. Ad Astra, so I could go up? No. This chest is locked by some kind of mechanism. The buttons look like constellations, I think. Aquila. I don't know if that's the first one or if it's the last one. Won't be long before this cupboard collapses. Small notebook left here by the former inhabitant. Note: remember to hide the Ouija board. Attic. If you find this notebook, please return it to George Stanford, Willow Bark Road, Oakmarsh. I was both impatient and anxious about seeing Professor Abraham Blackwood this morning. His dour mood shows no signs of improving, but at least he seemed coherent. He came with his arms full of oddities. Electrical instruments, measurements, dog-eared books that had turned yellow with age, and a board carved with letters and numbers. A Ouija board to communicate with, he said, to hell with communicating with those things. I chose to get away and let him mutter to himself on the ground floor while I took Sally to the Samsons. When I returned, Professor Blackwood confirmed my suspicions. There is indeed something here, some sort of activity, he said, but nothing dangerous. Nothing dangerous? I'd like to see him standing in the middle of those flying objects. I heard noises at the entrance last night, but when I went downstairs there was nothing there, and nothing had moved. I don't know if I'm going mad or if this presence is trying to convince me I am. Professor Blackwood wants to come back tomorrow to pursue his research. One of his grandsons, Gabriel, if I'm not mistaken, will be here with him. They don't go out often. There's children, but Gabriel seems like a good boy. Very pleasant. He's completely different from his father. Now it just hides his craziness a bit better. The water had plenty of time to evaporate. Someone took a painting off the wall. They only took the valuables with them when they left. These fruits are practically fossilized. The house must have been abandoned a long time ago. A journal entry from 14th of November 1940. A letter had been slipped between the pages. My dear sister, after the bombings, our beautiful city of Coventry offers the terrible spectacle of devastation. War has turned most of the monuments to ruins. Everything here is bleak and desolate. Only one spire is left from St. Michael Cathedral. Burnt buses cover the streets in which Lady Goetia once rode. There are thousands of victims. Those who survived holed up in what's left of their houses. They tried to organize as much as possible. King George came to display his deepest sympathy to the population who bravely shows that Coventry, like London, will not surrender. From what I learn in your letter, Oakmarsh is still prey to the terror the manor has inspired for many years, and will need some courage too. Villagers seem to be worried that madman Arius whatever, encourages Annie's insane research. But can't we imagine that his faith will, on the contrary, encourage him to protect her from whatever evil power she is about to unleash? So my niece Sally is hiding in the village with Alexander. They seem in great danger. What do you know about their intent? Knowing your daughter's daring nature, I suppose nothing will stop them. I can't believe Alexander left his family. I believe he pursues a purpose we do not know. Perhaps did he find a way to conjure the malediction that weighs over his kind? Hopefully the villagers' anger will not interfere. They all need a lot of courage, and you can count on me. With love, your brother. Your brotail. She seems to be the only one taking care of this place, provided that she still has someone to protect. Still a few pieces of decoration here. Looks like there's a brochure of some kind. Villette by Charlotte Bronte. Property of Sally Stanford. Was forbidden to read Jane Eyre, and I didn't know this one either. Dunchurch dance. 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. I will never forget your gaze that night. Your beloved Alexander. May 25th, 1939, in front of the village hall. Is that where they met up? The glow in the alley doesn't help much. I can't see anything. This place is quite unsettling. This switch still work? Bomb in the pan is disgusting. What's more, I think I might be looking at the only signs of life in Oakmarsh. Somebody left a note. I left the key at Samson's, so he could make a copy of it. The original is small, grey, and has a label of the same color as the base. But now please don't lock the main door. L. L? Locked door will pose a problem if I need to go through it with an object. I'll need to open it somehow or find a different route. This wall has been dry for ages. It's full of rubble now. All that's of this tool is the handle. The old tool is in terrible condition. I was thrown down to the bottom of Oakmarsh as well. I can hear something calling to me though, even if it's too vague to make out. No need for discretion. Oakmarsh is but an empty shell. Thought I'd come across some villagers, but there's no sign of life. No demons either, at least. I'm free to explore the village as I please, and follow Alexander's trail. The people living in this house made sure to close the place up when they left. Not entirely a problem given my current state. If I want to take something to or from here, I'll need to find another way or some kind of opening. The box I found in the bedroom is quite the intriguing item. Finely ornate and locked by code. Father used to collect the like, and this one is exactly his favorite kind. I wouldn't be too surprised if it came from the manor. Another reason to try and open it. I'm not alone in Oakmarsh. My company is a spirit, and not the talkative kind. Even though he seems familiar, he keeps saying Ad Astra when I ask him about the locked box. This clue must be important. Spirit, are you there? Might not be a living person, but at least the spirit is the first friendly presence I've met since my rebirth. He can communicate through the Ouija board, but with some difficulty. Would he be more talkative if I guess his identity? It's so cold, and death won't come. I really want to escape, but I have to go on. Why? Oh, I possess a stick now. Oh, what's this? You see something on the wall, like a hidden opening. Where does it lead? This is some sort of underground shelter? Who would settle down in this cesspit? The water most likely seeped in from the openings. Must have been stagnating for years. Its inhabitant brought books, lots of them. The shopkeeper used to keep a logbook. Maybe I'll find some clues here. 14th November. A strange silence surrounds the manor. I was fetching wood around the forest when suddenly all the animals went quiet. At dusk, most uncanny, that's for sure. 16th of November. Rumors of bombing in Coventry. Curse them. I hope they don't turn their attention to an isolated place like Oakmarsh. 21 November. The old woman came by the Stanfords and left a few minutes later. She looked like she was in a hurry. I feel ill at ease when she's around. You never know what she thinks, even if she's looking you straight in the eye. The less I see of her, the better. 2nd of December. A young Blackwood came today. Alexander, I think. He wanted to rent the flat behind the shop. An old storage room and a stable aren't much, especially for a well-fed child. But more money in my pocket, so I said yes. He seems normal enough, but I'll keep my eyes peeled. 15th of December. Lights over Blackwood, and they were no Christmas decorations or bombers. 16th of December. I swear I heard screams coming from there. They echoed across the whole valley. I'm still shaking at the thought. 25th of December. Merry Christmas. 25th of January. Going near the manor always made me anxious, but now it's all the more terrifying. I can almost hear whispers coming from the walls. Something haunting, like a word repeated over and over until it sounds strange in one's mind. I can still hear it. It was something like Amphigor, 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 Amphigor. It never stops. I felt the air shiver and the roof shifted. I ran back to the village, shouting at the top of my lungs. That sells it. I'm closing my shop and I will never leave here again. 28th of January. Emma and George are leaving. They will be leaving their daughter here. Though I don't really understand why. I suppose she wants to stay with Alexander. I think they're right. There is nothing else that can be done here. I should leave too, to visit my boys in London. If they haven't forgotten, they have a father. This device seems to be made for the magnetic tapes. How does it work? The door is blocked by a broomstick, and it's doing the job all too well. I used to see Samson hard at work in this workshop at night. I remember it like it was yesterday. Some very small tools, a few flasks of oil and some detergent. Oh, some keys. This key doesn't fit the kitchen's description. Nothing interesting in here. All the essentials have been taken away. Is there a kitchen here? Open and empty, of course. These jars have been knocked over and spilled everywhere. It's almost as if the shop has been ransacked. Last journal entries from 12th of January, 1941, so Oakmarsh has been abandoned for over a month? Some motor oil, cleaning products, nothing unusual. There's nothing much left here. Everything is important has been taken away. Telephone in a public place? The operators must be very busy. It's past 4 in the morning. The street lights are on, so the clock must be accurate. An Astra, I guess. Oh. Is that a person? God almighty, a corpse. Why? He doesn't look very old. This is horrible. I can see a message on his hands. Come on. Be strong. My beloved children, I suppose you don't care about what happens to me now, but if you ever wanted to see your old father, here are a few words. The first bombings reached us yesterday. Every hour they get closer. I haven't had any news of Henry and Philip since Coventry, and I fear the worst. I cannot bring myself to the idea of dying on the road. I'd rather stay here and avoid the fear and suffering. Goodbye, my children. Please forgive this distance that left us deaf and mute to each other. May the life you choose keep you safe from harm and bring you some happiness. May the madness here never reach you. Your loving father. This saw might be worn and rusty, but I don't think it'd hurt to try using it. Okay, I don't know what to use it on. Collection of sheet music for the music dance, for the village dance, summer of 1939. There's a note in the margin. A young girl full of life, dancing and laughing by the piano. Sally. What a peculiar instrument. Is it for listening or for singing through? Samson's shop has also been closed up. I can move small objects through the letterbox, but I'll need to find another way for bigger items. There's some sort of copper ear on the door. Looks like an opening mechanism. I don't understand how it works. Maybe it's what's the word? A microphone? If that's the case, I suppose the door is waiting to hear me say something. Impossible in my current state, but unless I can find something in the village that can help me overcome this obstacle. It seems somebody decided to hide in the cellar under the shop. Maybe Samson? I don't know. Did Blackwood Manor only inspire people with fear? All I remember is father's charm. Annie, mother, and the good old times. Still, with every discovery, fear creeps into my mind. Can't go through this wall. Something's pushing me back. Not an uncommon hindrance around here. I can feel a force pushing me back, similar to the one I encountered in the manor's kitchen. I can't see any lead sheeting, though. Is that the same material, or did Alexander use another trick? Whatever he's scared of, that boy didn't take any chances. This device looks like a radio. Tiny one? I found a portable radio. It's tiny. The technology is incredible. I think it works, but I haven't been able to pick up anything yet. I'd love to hear news of the outside world, though. This noise sounds like my voice, but how is that possible? When I no longer have a voice, would I be able to talk through this radio? This is fantastic. No, it's not working. Will the music dance? A young girl full of life, dancing and laughing by the piano. Sally. Sally has the code word, but I have no idea what it is. Can I stroll through this? The door isn't locked, but it's blocked by something. So I need to bring something all the way through. It's not a stick, is it? I don't believe so. All the way through. Oh, leaves. Locked door. The original is small grey and has a label of the same color at the base. Small grey, same color at the base. Small grey. Color at the base. See this one? Grey key with a label the same color. That's the one. What to do now is check if it fits in the kitchen door in the house to the entrance of the village. Alright. Of course it works. Alright, I'll leave the key right here. Where the hell am I going? Dun church dance. Never forget your gaze that night. Around the village hall. Ad Astra. Okay, that didn't work. If I guess his identity. So whoever lived in this house. Wait, it's not Sally, is it? Guess not. This is the Stanford's house. Dear sister. So I think I bring whatever's in the box and I go all the way through. But I've already gone pretty much everything. There's this which I'm not entirely sure what to do here. Singing through. Sally. Add Astra to the stars. I don't see anything up there. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Ad Astra thing. Unless I can figure out the name of this ghost. Or this being. Maybe I'll just guess random names. I'll go with let's try Sally again. Sanford? But Alrias. What about Alexander? Samson? There were some graves. I'm thinking maybe a great grandfather or something. Whatever. I'll just look it up. Goetia. Abraham? Abraham. Yes. Is the spirit you, Father? Come back, I beg of you. Don't leave me here all alone. Oh. Shop scour seems to be working. Coil of half-rusted wire. Little wooden box seems empty. Spring-loaded knife. Looks like it's seen a lot of use. Worn out and well-chewed lead pencil. Goose feather. Ink pad. I can see Samson's written in reverse. A woodworking carpentry manual. Aluminium cup, it's rather light. Seems this candle was never used. The Stanford cellar has been closed up, perhaps because of the paranormal activity mentioned in the journal. Once again, I feel a strong presence in here. Father guided me here for a reason. On the scale. Not heavy enough? Alright. This book. Still not heavy enough? Alright. This thingy. Nope. Oh, it fell off. I'm not sure what it wants. Here, have a feather. Yes, but what, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to make shit heavy? Right. And somehow that works. I can hear some sort of whisper inside. I wonder what it's saying. Oh, when in Rome, time to possess. Abigail can now detect cracks in reality and gain access, in part at least, to demonic dimensions. These dimensions are a perverted version of our world. Though similar patterns exist, the story of the place is different. Sometimes a conflict exists between dimensions. Well, it's a long description anyway. Fly back to the room with George Stanford. Journal. Professor Abraham Blackwood. I see. Nice. My dear Sally, you are not at home, so I decided to leave this box with your mother, hoping that you will get it as soon as possible. Take good care of the majestic tape. This magnetic tape, where there's also a key. If I don't come back in time, your faithful neighbor has a player that can read it. With all my love, Alexander. Now my tape. I know where to put the tape. Robert, make an effort. If you lose focus, you'll never find your way to the melody. Remember, right hand. Her first name. That rhymes with E. If you wish to take refuge with me, let the melody carry you. Right hand, that name I cherish. Left hand, just make the place where we met. Right hand, left hand. The words will allow you to enter and play whatever you feel like. Robert, make an effort. If you lose focus, you'll never find your way to the melody. Right hand, her first name. That rhymes with E. You wish to take refuge with me, take the melody. Let the melody carry your right hand. That name I cherish. Left hand, just like the place where we met. Dunchurch. Right hand, left hand. Rhymes with E. Sally Dunchurch. I see. I was thinking of other names. So this is Alexander's abode. The bedroom is empty, just like everywhere else. What was I expecting? Some kind of presents, maybe? It's meant to be Sally. What's this melody for? Sally? Where are they now? They're dead. All these knickknacks are troubling me. I can't get close to them. They push me away. Signs of a struggle. Alexander, what happened to you? He's dead. What a graceful young girl. It's a pleasure meeting you, Sally. This whole chest is overflowing with books and sheets of paper. Some drawings, annotations. All these papers seem linked to the demonology research written by Annie. Why would Alexander have them? And this sigil looks like Paimon's. Oh, do we have the banishment sigil? My dear Sally, if you're in this bedroom, then my mother's virus project has succeeded. I beg you, please help Robert and Edward escape. I gave Robert the password. He knows where to find you, but he needs to be given the word. Don't worry about me, my dear friend. All I wish for is that you can escape. Take my brothers away from this cursed place, and pray for my soul, which my mother will have sealed, but only God knows in her madness. Farewell, my dear Sally. I failed. With all my love, Alexander. Is Paimon? Paimon teaches all arts, philosophy and sciences, and secret things. He can reveal all mysteries of the earth, wind and water, what the mind is and everything the conjurer wants to know. Gives good familiars, dignities, and confirms them. Binds men to the conjurer's will. If Paimon is sighted alone, some offering on or sacrifice must be done. Notandum adhere. Si Paimon solus frit citatus per aliquam libertonem ut sacrificium duceres magni. Comitatri solicit bibol and abalam and ali potentes in huius executir svitur. Can't read this shit. It's so difficult. A soul which my mother will have sealed, like Malthus's soul, but Malthus is a demon. The sigils drawn on these notes correspond to each other, and Paimon is mentioned over both. I recognize the first one, but the second is unknown to me. These annotations, could they help me banish the demon? Yes, they can. Paimon's opposite sigil has been revealed. Every room once blocked by his presence is now accessible. Eldritch Forest. Whose workshop is this? Black powder from the label reads KMN04. This is Bunsen burner. If I'm not mistaken, this lab seems fully equipped. Hydrochloric acid, do not pour on spirits. These flasks have been labeled with care. Glycerol, colorless and odorless as far as I can tell. To this careless young man who left an open flask of glycerol right up to a saucer full of potassium permanganate after having performed discrete experiments in the laboratory. Any object that ends up binned, smoked, or destroyed will have rather unfortunate consequences on your Christmas presents. These substances must be handled with care and, most of all, carefully put away after use. P.S. Robert, since you're the most likely culprit, I understand that quadratic equations don't hold a candle to the lovely purple flames you watch with such glee. But surely you have mastered that experiment by now. Your progress in maths, however, is still wanting. So it's good science, it's good chemistry, but not maths. Quick maths. Go down. So this is Robert's area. Empty and terribly dirty. Nothing has been used for ages. Someone replaced the missing tiles. He or she has a poor aesthetic taste or a poor sight. I wouldn't give to have a reflection again. All in the zipper shoot. Whatever. Robert, I have no time for such games. Give it back to me. You'll Noah. Dropper. What could it be used for? Looks like jewelry box. Scattered pile of linens and some dirty flasks. This used to be Annie's room. It was connected to mine by the stairs, and we spent a lot of time here together. Oh, who's this? Here's Sally. I like her expression. It must be in Alexander's room, Annie's second son. His old room. A traditional oil painting, very similar to most of the works in the manor. Notes have been carefully preserved in this box. My dear Alexander, I entrusted this message to Robert, as I am not... Gotten a letter from... A letter from me will be welcome at Blackwood Manor, or that you would even receive it. But I can't wait to inform you that George Sampson you can move into the flat. We even thought about a sale. This would be a small but suitable place to settle together, like we agreed. I would be ever so happy. It would be a great opportunity for Samson too. To be honest, people keep leaving Oakmarsh. Family after family. A few settled in the center of the village. That might convince people to stay, but of course, your leaving Blackwood will cause other questions. People are worried, but they hide it. I can't wait to see you again. Will you meet me at the pond tonight? I think Robert forgot about the eggs, so I might go to Samson's in the afternoon to buy a few things. With all my impatient affection, Sally. Like, damn it, get a room. This dismantled phonograph is no longer usable. I was never very good at music theory. An artist and a craftsman, this workbench has been tidied up, but I can still sense the meticulous work carried out here. These books, like veneering failures or Luthier's rejects, I can make out an early unfinished violin. We just possess this thing for some reason. Is that a hole? Clarinet, and I don't know what the other instrument is. Where did it come from? Suppose this toy doesn't belong to Alexander. Which of my nephews has a passion for the sky? Suppose I should give it back to him. Annie was a great piano player. The piano used to be in the smoking room, though. I'm in here. Mary Alexia Blackwood. Family member, but one whose history I do not know. An open metal box fixed to a tripod. I don't know what this is. Its interior is completely scorched and I can see traces of powder. There's a strange device in the center of the library. Well, back to Blackwood, the Grand Library. Parmon has finally been banished from the part of the manor. From this part of the manor. Now I can explore as I please. My bedroom used to be here, just like Annie's. There's also the library with thousands of books, and the study room where Father would teach us so patiently. I'm not sure if I'm impatient now or just anxious. I still hope I can find Annie or one of her sons there. There's a strange device in the center of the library, a metal box full of something that looks like ashes. I don't know what it's for, but its prominent position is evidence enough that it must be important. The laboratory hasn't changed much. The shelves are full of different products that are easy to reach, regardless of one's age or height. Everyone experimented with their own recipes, with more or less successful results. Inside the box, I found a magnetic tape that could be used as a key. Now I just need to find the lock. Well, once I find a way to play the tape, I should be able to understand how it works. I finally found a way to play the tape. What a curious concept. To keep things short, it says right hand, like her name, Sally. Left hand, like the place where they met. Right hand, left hand. You can enter. It's all very confusing. Alexander's flat. These traps, his notes. The closer I come to my goal, the scarier my discoveries become. I'm not sure I want to know more, but do I have a choice? I cannot simply wander this void on my own. Paimon's opposite sigil will at least give me some access to the manor's library. Tis a Kamala flash. A most unique work. Baby. Andrea della Dobbia, Bambini, Spedel digli Innocenti, Firenze. This picture seems to come from a botanical encyclopedia. Yes. Not sure how that's useful, but whatever. A wooden compass used to draw on a blackboard. Hundreds of precious books on history, art, science. The Blackwood collection has been preserved. Is the kind of reminder that Father kept clearly visible? References. Frescoes and mosaics of ancient Rome. Bartolomeo Macchini, 1902. Biblioteca. Nacional Centro di Roma. La Roma de la Rose. Glam de Louis and Jean de Mouy. 1420. Bodleian Library. Apology. The Grand Chine Philosophies. Dublin, 1659. British Museum. What? You're just saying where things are. Tripod topped by a small adjustable mirror. What's it for? It's for my perusal. These are mostly about chemistry and physics, and there's some I can't read the titles of. Some treatises about music and painting, dating from the 7th century to the modern day. These rare editions of novels are really worth spending time with. I disagree. A deliberate looking place for a simple box. As a round hole. Curious. back here? Where statues find refuge. Where studies find the light. Well, the light is here. Just another matter of getting it to turn on, I guess. This room was mine. The decoration was different then, of course. I could still like this place. Small radio. I don't think it still works. A message has been left on the desk. Robert. Mother thinks you're in your bedroom, but Edward confessed that he hadn't seen you all morning. After your secret trip in town to Alexander's, can you meet me inside the tower? There's something I want to show you. Yes. Bring those binoculars you like so much. Gabriel, if you touch one hair of Robert's head, Mother's protection will not help you when I find you. Robert, if you read this, I implore you, trust me and come find me. They think they can make you live forever through that object. They don't realize we will all die if they succeed. They. Novels and encyclopedia. They were Robert's Annie's third son. The lens is poorly adjusted. Maybe I can dislodge it by possessing it. The resident seems to like the view. Maybe we could get it on. Wait, what? I mean, get along, of course. Alright, in you go. Lens fits perfectly. Well, yeah. Now what? A map with annotations drawn by hand. The artist was somewhat clumsy, to say the least, but his passion for the sky certainly speaks to me. Cuckoo with a keyboard? There must be some explanation for it, but whatever it is escapes me. Okay. Passion for the stars. I guess I'll return it to the room. Oh. Is there something in this room? Doesn't seem like it. Rhenium. Silicon? Resila. What? What happened? I don't know what resila is on the keyboard. Be nice if it actually told me what it was. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. This item bears Robert's name. That's a beautiful item for a child. I don't see any binoculars. What is this? There was a case hidden inside the cuckoo clock. I'm sure this thing must belong to the binoculars. I've loved to watch the birds at the edge of the forest with something like these. I feel like I understand Robert. Somehow I made it fit through there. You did say bring it to the observatory. Well, I'm out of ideas. And soon I'm getting real tired. Anyway, I think this powder thing has something to do with that lab. The damn lab. Is it over here? Yeah. Glycerol, potassium permanganate. What am I possessing? Black powder. Label reads potassium permanganate. Oh. Is that actually it? See if we can combine it with anything else. That doesn't seem like it. Alright, I think this is it. In you go. Okay, and then there's the mirror. A mirror. We got the lens from here. We got the potassium permanganate from here. I don't think this has anything to do with the mirror. Maybe I'll look it up. just looked up a solution for something else. Yeah, you can actually circle these. Some kind of mantra? Repeating these 3 words in my head helps me see more clearly. Thank you, Seth. Finally, I can breathe a bit more easily. Seth, are you still there? Still here? Seth? Astronomy, astrology, optics. I really like this wooden globe. Here is Annie with a young boy, and a man I don't know. Her husband? My brother-in-law? I can feel his presence approaching. Gabriel must have adopted this object. No, Gabriel. You haven't been very welcoming. I can sense that you're still not at peace. Hey, Gabriel. Scientific and rational on the outside, but so sentimental otherwise. Oh, I see. So that's where his soul is. So he bound his soul to this thing. I just read about this and I completely forgot. What the hell is this? Is that a door? I see something through it. Can I go through? Okay. Those needles point at 7. I doubt this kind of information is given by accident in this reality. Lost memories. A photograph can only tell one part of the tale, but in this picture it's quite obvious that it's an important part of the memory is missing. If Gabrielle didn't keep it, maybe Annie did. Gabrielle was not inside the tower. Not in the flesh, at least. I'm still almost certain that I can feel his presence inside this picture, which shows his younger self with a man who must be his father. Annie's husband, I suppose. But once again, I can feel the absence of something missing. And also a lot of anger. It's practically rising out of the picture. Maybe I'll place it in the bright pillars in his basement. It will recede. I have no idea. I actually do not know. Hmm. Glycerol. And something to safely move the glycerol. Well, at least I hope so. I can edit in this. No, it doesn't say anything. Oh, follow. Mirror. I'll move the mirror. I'm not sure how it's bending like that, but whatever. Oh, here it is. I know this pattern. I'm sure I've seen it before in the manor. I'm sure I've seen it before as well. I can't remember where. Well, that is interesting, to say the least. Great. Oh wait, the tiles. Of course. So it looks like 4 bulbs. X marks the spot. Four bulbs and X marks the spot. This isn't it. Here's the pan that I was projecting in the library. Didn't expect to be here. Oh, the tile's loose. Well, here it is. These are no ordinary binoculars. I can sense a powerful force when I come into contact with them, as if they were imbued with Robert's personality. Maybe because it is Robert. Robert, don't be scared. I'm here. You really helped me, and I'll keep searching. Don't worry. What did you discover by watching the Blackwoods, Robert? Put your questions aside, and all you will find is answers. Oh, and then the case is here. We've got 2 more left. I'm sure there might be one here. So we got one here. Anton and Alexander. Anton, I believe, is in Eldritch Forest. Alexander. That's the thing. Where is Alexander? Is he still here? The hell's this? Come I didn't see these scratches. Recognize this. My treasure box. This isn't mine. I'm sure I didn't draw this. Is this a sigil? Those that father studied. But none of them was called Abigail. If this is a joke, it's not a very funny one. I'm starting to get scared. There's no one here. Everything seems to be frozen in time, and the manor is covered in esoteric symbols. I must find answers. ball of string I used in many adventures. Some dice I could use to play with anywhere. Something to write with, even in the darkest of night. Oh, great. I have to go around possessing random shit, and hopefully, something happens. Oh, this thing's not lining up. Anyway, I think I'll chill in this room and end it here. I'm sure you are happy where you are now. Doesn't seem like they're very happy. Well, anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah. Catch you guys next time. Peach.